you asked me before about this lure. We started, pardon me, making this lure back in 1987, 88, I think it was. We were asked to make a lure that would compete with the Nils Master Spearhead for fishing in the lagoons in the Territory. We made this one. Judy and I and the kids went up to Darwin. We stayed with George from Fishing and Outdoor World, and he said, "You'll never sell them here. You've got to have blue and white spearheads." Oh, righto. So we got 500 of them in the car. and anyway, we were up there for a couple of weeks, and we went fishing down to Corroboree, and George sent me down with a friend of his who'd come in from one of the oil rigs, and that said, "Take him down to Corroboree and go fishing." So we went down to Corroboree. There was 3 guides on the lagoon on that particular day, and we all fished till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and none of us caught a fish. Out of the 4 boats on the lagoon, there wasn't a fish put in the boat. And the guides all took off about 3 o'clock, and then this other guy stayed there. And about 3:15, the fish come on the job, and we caught heaps of them. I can't remember how many fish we caught, but we caught heaps of them. And I went through every colour that I had in my tackle box of these things, and caught a fish on each one of them. And back in them days, we had film cameras and little disposable cameras. And when we got back to Darwin, George and Jan and them had a little photo developing shop they used to have, and we gave them the camera, like we'd filleted all the fish and all that, so they didn't have the evidence because you didn't let them go in them days. So we gave them the camera, and the next morning we went in and they had all the photos developed with all the fish, with all the lures and all that. And they're like, "How many of those lures you got?" We said, "About 500. They said, "We'll take them and we'll give you an order for 200 a week." So that's really how we got started making fishing lures commercially, was that. And it was on that lure.